Welcome to Fredunified, the biggest Manchester United page anywhere. So today we'll be introducing you guys to a new section we'll be doing after every match week, and this section is titled "The Fred Unified Blueprints." We will have different talking points for today. We have 7 talking points, but we'll start with the first one, which is
There is no need for a new goalkeeper.
exactly. We do not need a new goalkeeper. And the thing is, in as much as everybody has been hammering on Bayindir had an error, the howler against Arsenal, I don't think is enough reason for us to hound Bayindir. I saw on the news, was it today, one of those talk sports persons, they're like, Amorim does not want to use Onana. That's why I started buying that. He does not want Onana again. But I beg to differ. I think Onana is injured. He's still recovering. And he does not just want to throw him in there. Unlike Bayindir, who has been training since forever. So, what do you think? What's your thoughts?
Personally, the Bayindir had a very good game against Arsenal.
Awesome game.
And apart from the error, which is debatable,
because I think that's a foul.
Yeah, because that was a foul on Bayindir. Even though regardless of how people say it's probably a light foul, he wasn't strong enough, wasn't dominant enough. That was still a foul. There was contact on Bayindir, and that was not. I think Saliba also had contact on Mason Mount, because there are a lot of controversies, hovering around that goal, that led to the goal for Arsenal. So, but let's take that aside,
and
just focus on his performance. Bayindir had a very good game.
I think he had an awesome game.
He had a very good game.
Able to beat the press of Arsenal.
Yeah, of Arsenal, and always created spaces for our midfielders.
Yeah,
all those line breaking passes, those distribution, they actually came in handy. Imagine he was under pressure, and every time he looked at, you get.
But
trouble. He was composed despite the the howler, the error, and everything. He was still composed. He kept his ground, and I could see Amorim's tactics,
revealed.
Now this is where I get to see a ball playing goalkeeper.
Exactly. The reason why we actually bought
Onana in the first place, because Bayindir did so well with his distribution, gave passes, unlocked Arsenal's pressing this thing. He just made everything look so good for our players. And that is encouraging on Bayindir's part. Apart from that goal that is so debatable, the goal he conceded, that ought to be a foul. And a lot of people are coming for him and, saying he ought to be dominant. He ought to have stood his ground. Onana is there, or or Amorim wants to let Onana go, or all these rumors surrounding the whole issue. But I feel we don't actually need a new goalkeeper in Manchester United.
I don't
because
think we do.
Bayindir he did a good job. I'm not saying he is going to be doing a good job, but judging by what I saw in our last match against Arsenal, he did a very good job. His distribution was good. Everything about every aspect in that game for Bayindir was good. Apart from the debatable goal he conceded. So I don't see a reason why we should go and spend a lot of money getting a new goalkeeper when we have pressing needs that in the middle of the park. That's the midfield. So I just feel
there's no need.
There's no need. We could make do with Onana and Bayindir for this season and see how they perform.
Okay, well, yeah, you have it. I agree with you. I think we should just stick with what we have. Initially, we made a video and we said we could get Donnarumma, and Donnarumma could earn us 16 points. But I think with what Amorim is trying to do, I don't think it's much needed like that. It's not a pressing issue right now for us.
No, it's not.
So we should just stick to what we have.
Yeah, we should just stick to what we have. Stick to Onana and Bayindir.
And instead invest that money.
Yeah, and I feel Bayindir will actually get more minutes.
Yeah,
because I watched Amorim's press conference, and I love the fact that he was backing the keeper, and he made an instance where the VAR against Tottenham, where VAR was not available, and that the goal he considered against Tottenham, and he complained about VAR not being available, but now VAR was available, but the goal still stood. Well, I think that should be.
That's another topic.
But I love the fact that Amorim is backing his players, and I still feel with what Bayindir did in the last match, Amorim was impressed.
Yeah,
he was actually impressed. His distribution was so good. It was so also composed. So I feel Bayindir is actually going to get more minutes for Manchester United this season.
Okay, there you have it. We'll move on to the next topic,